Hey everyone, quick update on Bitcoin. This is the only shot I have to do a video today, so I figured I'd do it while I'm driving. So, all is well in Bitcoin world. It's in the low 60,000s right now, so if you watch the price daily like I do, I have the Bitcoin price on my watch, and I actually check my watch more to check the Bitcoin price than I do the time. So if you're curious whether I'm paying attention to it, yes I am. If you're wondering, what's wrong with Bitcoin? Exciting things are happening and the price does not seem to be reflecting that. The answer is that this is what life is like investing in any transformational asset anywhere in the world. So if you go back and look at the first decade or two of Apple or Google or Tesla or Amazon, you will see periods of time where the stock for months or sometimes even years at a time did not seem to reflect the fact that the technology or the asset or the company was slowly taking over the world. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. It's just that, a lot of this stuff moves in momentum, and the momentum can shift. And there's, again, a lot of other factors, including the broader stock market, which still has people nervous with higher interest rates for longer and all that sort of stuff that's still happening as well. So anyway, every day, if you want to sort of keep track of what's happening in Bitcoin world, I've posted this before, but I'll put it here. What I usually do is I go on Google, I type the word Bitcoin, and then either if I want to check anything, news headlines from the last week, I set it to last 7 days to show only results from the last 7 days. If I have checked the latest headlines within the last 24 hours, I'll switch it to last 24 hours. So it will only show me the headlines from the last 24 hours, which is typically a mix on Google of website links plus news links plus a handful, a smattering of social media, X posts, and whatever else. So anyway, anytime I'm wondering what's happening with the price of Bitcoin, I usually just go Google the word Bitcoin, set it to the last 24 hours, and just eventually there's a headline or two that usually helps explain what's going on. Twitter, i.e. X, is also a great place to do that, although obviously it's harder to figure out who to follow to figure out what the headlines are. But you can generally do the same thing on Twitter if you just do a search for the word Bitcoin or hashtag Bitcoin and just, look at the trending headlines. You can usually figure out what's driving the price. About half the time, you can figure out something that's some sort of a catalyst. And the other half the time, you look at the Bitcoin price and none of the news headlines seem to have a good explanation. None of the Twitter headlines seem to have an explanation. And it's just the way assets go. So, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. At some point in the next days, weeks, or months, Bitcoin is going to go on a new bull run. Everybody on the planet's going to be reaching out to me saying, hey, I really wish I had bought a lot more of it when it was lower. And I'll tell you right now, it is lower, and it's a great time to buy more of it. So every time the price is not doing what you want is a buying opportunity for more. And that way, when the price is doing what you want, you have as much Bitcoin as possible. So anyway, great buying opportunity out there. I consider Bitcoin on sale at these prices. And if you look at the fundamentals, whether that's any of the fundamentals from the ETF launch in Hong Kong earlier today, or I guess technically overnight in Hong Kong hours, or Australia is planning to launch Bitcoin ETFs later this year or at the end of the year. If you look at just all the different things that are happening in the world, nothing in the news headlines leads me to believe that things are not right on track. And again, if you're wondering why the price of Bitcoin just does what it does, I would encourage you to go on Google Finance and look back at Amazon or Tesla or not SpaceX, but Google, Facebook, any of what's known as the Magnificent Seven stocks, which are the 7 companies that are essentially carrying the entire stock market right now. But just look up the Magnificent Seven, go look at their stock performance, and then go zoom in on the first decade or two of their lives, and you will see long periods for months or even years at a time when nobody on the planet would have looked at the price and said, wow, this company's going to take over the world. And the answer is, well, they all did. They are the 7 fastest growing, best performing stocks, which is why they're called the Magnificent Seven right now. And all of their stock prices at some point or another looked like Bitcoin does exactly right now. So anyway, that's your update for the day. As always, hopefully it's helpful. Thanks.